Melissa Deely here, and I'm back today for day 5 of my series on supplements. And today I'm going to be talking about supplements that we will tend to use for the short term versus the long term. Next week I'll talk about the long term. So as I've said previously, supplements are used when our body needs support or is deficient in certain vitamins and minerals that are needed for optimizing our health. And some examples of situations where we might be wanting to use supplements in the short term are for when the body is out of balance, and through the supplement use, we can bring the body back into balance. And then from there, we either no longer need the supplement at all because perhaps that supplement has helped get a pathogen out of the body that we no longer wanted in the body, and therefore it's not needed, or because now that the body is back in balance, it's getting what it needs through our food sources. So some examples might be where we want to be removing toxins from the body, or pathogens such as parasites, bacterial overgrowth, yeast, fungus, mold, etc. Once all of those things are out of the body, then we no longer need to be using the supplements that were required to eradicate them. And those things don't go away on their own because they quite like living in your body. They've chosen your body as their host. And so it does require very specific supplement protocols to help break them down and eradicate them from the body. You've probably heard me talk about many times about the toxicity level in our world today, and the human body not designed to be able to cope with that, over 100,000 man-made chemicals. And our liver and kidneys get bogged down, and they can't function as well as they normally do. And then the toxins aren't being removed from the body, or sometimes being stored in fat, which is where doing a liver detox for a short amount of time, a 3-week program, can help get rid of many toxins that have built up in your body over time. And doing that on a quarterly basis for just 1 week allows your body to be able to cope with the toxins that are always coming in. We can't avoid them, but we do always get them coming in. And so helping get them out through a supplement protocol that supports the function of the liver, particularly phase 2 of liver detox, will help reduce inflammation in your body and make your body more inhospitable to disease, which is what I want you to be able to create for yourself, so that your body isn't sending signals to turn on disease. So in addition to that, intestinal cleanses, especially after we've been working on eradicating pathogens, we want to get the debris out. It's gross, I know, but as we kill it off, we need to get that out of the body as well. So an intestinal cleanse to get all of that out of your body is another example of short-term supplement use, as well as using supplements to help the body cope with allergies, to boost our immune system as we go into winter, perhaps for a UTI protocol. I know that's so common for women, but once we do that once and we clean all that up, we don't need to be constantly using these supplements on a daily basis, year in and year out. Some other examples is anytime we do functional medicine lab testing and we see where your deficiencies are. It may be boosting your B vitamins. It may be boosting vitamin C. It may be helping your detox pathways even more than just a detox, because your detox pathways might be showing that they're really struggling. And so you might need some NAC or some glutathione to help your body get back on track with detoxing. And again, we do that for the short term. So those are some examples. There's also examples of if you did hormone testing, that maybe you're estrogen dominant, maybe your testosterone is low, where we can support your body in producing hormones. And the nice thing with using herbal remedies, etc., is that it doesn't stop your body from producing. It supports your body. And then as your body comes back into balance, we can wean you off those supplements so that as your body can now be, producing the levels that it needs in order to function optimally. Whereas when we're using the bioidentical pharmaceutical hormones, they actually take over, and then your body's like, oh, I have enough, and stops producing them. And then that is something that you may need to be on for a lot longer. But when you use natural herbal supplements to balance the body, then it is a short-term usage. So hopefully that's helpful. I will be back next week to talk about supplements that we need more in the long term because of the fact that our soil is deficient and it is so hard to get a few of these supplements and the body requires them. So I'll be talking about them next week. Until then, stay well and thank you for joining me.